Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for October the 19th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, I'll pull a card for each sign so that we can see how those energies are going to meld together for the day for everybody. Just waiting for overall energy to pop out or let me know that we're done with shuffling for that. Thank you guys very much for being here. Everybody remember, y'all are my sponsors. So please remember to hit that thumbs up button, share the video around, and put a comment below. If you find this video beneficial for yourself at all, or you think it might be beneficial to other people. Why are we still shuffling? Every day I'm shuffling. Are we getting close there? Here we go, finally. All right, overall energy is, wow, that's what you chose after all that shuffling. Three of Swords in reverse. Now, I'll tell you, Three of Swords, I like it much more in reverse than I do right side up, so don't anybody get wigged out just because it's a reversal. Three of Swords, when it's right side up, is heartache, heartbreak, sometimes betrayal. When it's in reverse, it's healing from some kind of heartache or heartbreak, healing from some kind of betrayal. Every once in a while, it'll literally show up as healing from some kind of heart surgery. Look at all those swords right in the heart there. That actually comes up very literally. Not the majority of the time. Not the majority of the time. And by the time you're seeing this, that would not be a surprise. If you're healing from some kind of heart surgery, if you happen to be that 1 or 2% in the audience that's healing from heart surgery today, well, guess what? You've already had the surgery by today. Now we're in healing mode. So I'm not really throwing a big surprise at you here, just so you know. All right. But for 98, 97% people at least, this is going to be healing from some kind of emotional heartache, heartbreak type of situation. All right, I think we finally have, I don't know why the energy really took so long to be ready today. There must be a lot going on. That's generally how that plays out. Aries, Knight of Swords. Okay, so Aries, you're definitely going to be communicating today and communicating about something that you believe in. We like that with that Knight of Swords. When he's right side up, that sword is the truth. It's words coming out, and they're coming out fast, and they are truthful and honest words. And those truthful and honest words are bringing healing to some type of heartache or heartbreak. Okay? So they may be bringing healing to your own heartache or heartbreak, or they may be bringing healing to someone else's, or maybe they're bringing healing to you and somebody else. Either way, truthful, honest words being said quickly and not wasting time about saying them, not waiting, not procrastinating, getting out there and really putting those words out that is bringing healing for heartache or heartbreak. Some of you could be offering some type of class that would help people to um, deal with things emotionally that would get them into a healthier place emotionally. You could be promoting that class or that workshop. Could be. But for others of you, this is going to be about giving closure or finding closure in a situation. Others of you, this is going to be about coming together and working something out that has been emotionally draining, maybe even on both of you, but definitely on somebody in the situation. Okay. Next up, let's look at Taurus. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus, Ace of Pentacles. Taurus people or Taurus placements receiving some type of gift. And this gift with the overall energy of the Three of Swords in reverse is one that does help to heal up some type of heartache or heartbreak. Sometimes, whenever we have a financial situation come up, that can cause us heartache or heartbreak to not be able to figure out what to do about finances. With the Ace of Pentacles, some kind of gift coming in that really eases the strain about finances, that can be healing of a heartache or a heartbreak. That can be healing of anxiousness, anxiety, even. To have this new opportunity or new material thing, whether it's money or something else coming in, is giving us some kind of healing over here emotionally. Hmm. And people say money doesn't matter, right? All right, let's look at Gemini. Okay, Gemini's Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Gemini's, this is telling me with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, with the overall of the Three of Swords in reverse, um, there is some situation or some person that you have been pouring into in one way or another, and you have realized that that is not actually helping that person. In fact, it's just enabling them to continue in whatever unhealthy or toxic behavior they have been doing. And so now today we see you cutting off that generosity, saying, you know what, nope, this is not what I was trying to do. This is not the purpose I was trying to achieve. I was trying to help you to be able to stand on your own feet in a more healthy and productive way. We're kind of going backwards here. I have to cut off the generosity. And I see you doing that. And by doing that, that actually helps to make you feel better emotionally. Kind of paradoxical, isn't it? We always want to help people, help people, help people, help people, help people. And whenever that is successful, that can feel so satisfying. Problem is, it hasn't been successful. So now, not helping somebody actually feels like relief. Doesn't necessarily feel satisfying, but it at least feels like relief. All right. Next, let's look at Cancer. All right. Cancers, Cancers, Cancers. You guys got the Four of Cups. This is my pity party card. Not so sure I like that. With our Three of Swords and the overall energy in reverse. Okay. So Cancers, it looks to me like, this is not bad after all. I like this. It looks to me like you are healing up from some kind of emotional disturbance, shall we say. Maybe you're grieving over somebody who's crossed over. You know, maybe there has been some kind of fight or altercation. Maybe there's been some type of betrayal. The story is going to be different for all of you. But I do think that whatever this is, hit you kind of hard because having a pity party is actually a part of your healing process here. This is um, this is the part where you're actually acknowledging what has happened and acknowledging those feelings. We don't want to marinate in them. We just want to acknowledge in them. We really don't want to have that pity party. We just want to look at those feelings and recognize them, recognize why we're having them, and then try to release them. Oh, excuse me. It's very early in the morning and I probably should have made coffee before I sat down. I apologize. Anyway, um, Four of Cups here. I feel like this is a process, a part of your overall process, which is bigger, that talks about healing up from some kind of heartache or heartbreak. Okay? So, really acknowledging your feelings, really feeling your feelings, maybe even having an all out pity party. It's interesting because you're going in the right direction with acknowledging and feeling those feelings. It's just if you could kind of put the brakes on a little bit before you go full blown pity party, that'll help you. All right? And that's Cancer. Cancer, Cancer. Okay, next up we're looking at Leo. Okay, so Leo's Seven of Cups coming up in reverse, along with the Three of Swords in reverse. Leo's, I think you're really focusing on doing some self-work here today. Definitely focusing on it. With that, for me, the Seven of Cups in reverse talks about the idea of really focusing in on something. Having lots of options in front of you that you could choose, picking one and making it the priority and really focusing on that one. That's what that card in reverse means for me. Now, with that Three of Swords coming up in reverse, that's healing. That's getting over some kind of heartache or heartbreak. So I think you're really focusing on getting over a heartache or a heartbreak today in whatever way that you think is going to work best for you. All right. Leo, 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 Leo. I'm going to say it probably has something to do with being around people. Next up, we're going to look at Virgo. Emperor is showing up in reverse. What's going on here? Virgo. This is talking about somebody in your sphere of influence for most of you. I'm going to say for like 99% of you. Just leave the door open for the off chance that this is you, but I don't really think this is you, but it is talking about someone who's in your sphere of influence. Spirit gave me the word insight as soon as this card popped open. So I think this is Spirit giving you some insight about a situation that you are somewhat involved in, maybe all the way involved in for some of you, but can be anywhere in this situation. However, the fact that it's showing up on the table for you does mean that even if you're just on the fringes of this situation, it has been impacting you and is impacting you. Okay? So, Emperor in reverse with the Three of Swords in reverse. My Emperor in reverse card is somebody who has strong narcissistic tendencies. They can be incredibly sensitive. If you say something even mildly, uh, that could be taken even mildly insulting about them, even if it's not meant as an insult, maybe it's meant as a helpful tidbit, a little golden nugget that you drop for them, then they can become very defensive and take that as, oh, well, so you don't think I do this good enough, not as a helpful thing so that they could improve. So, um, because they are so sensitive, it does not take much to bruise their heart and bruise their ego. And I think what we've got going on here today is that this person is doing something to try to heal up a bruising of the heart or a bruising of the ego. So, Virgos, either you have witnessed somebody say something to this person, or maybe you have even said something to this person or done something that this person has taken as a complete insult and they've gone into defensive mode. And so, what they're doing to heal their heart may not be exactly healthy. You know, if this is um, a partner of some kind, whether it's a business partner, romantic partner, whatever, if this is a partner and you've said something inadvertently that has upset them, then part of their healing that bruised heart could be spending time with somebody else, maybe even uh, constructing a new partnership with somebody else who hasn't said that same thing that they took to heart so seriously. Could very easily play out in that way. All right. So if anything in that neighborhood is going on, which this is what the energy would imply, then it's important to know that you really didn't do anything wrong. As much as this other person wants you to believe you did, you really didn't do anything wrong. They just have a toxic way of coping with their toxic level of self-esteem. And that's all that's going on there. I don't know if that makes you feel any better, but knowing that I think helps. All right, let's move on. That was Virgo. Next up, we're going to look at Libra. Libras. All right, Tower card showing up with that Three of Swords in the overall energy. So I'm actually happy to see this Tower card show up in this combination. Normally, I'm not too thrilled to see a Tower card show up when it's right side up. But when it's in this combination, this tells me that um, there is something that's happened that's kind of thrown you off. It's probably happened before today, although for some of you, it may be happening today. Something that really kind of impacts your sense of security and stability. However, With that Three of Swords in reverse as the overall energy, that tells me that even if this happens today, this is something that helps you emotionally to move forward. Okay? If this is something that happened before, you are moving forward from it today. You're finding healing for this today. Okay? So if something was removed from your experience that was causing you security and stability, and you're healing up from that, that tells me that you're figuring out how to move forward and what you can do to bring back that stability and security into your life in a new way, in a more solid way. Okay? So we like that. We like that a lot. Now, for those of you that this is happening today, this very well could be you creating a major shakeup for the relief that that brings, because staying in this situation is only going to get worse the longer it goes. So this could be you actually creating a big shakeup to sort of start over with things. And that is a part of your healing. It's a part of you growing and getting your own self-esteem so that you feel like you have the confidence to do that. So very good. That was who? That was Libra. Very good, Libra. All right, Scorpios. Queen of Wands showing up, recovering from a broken heart or a heartache with that Three of Swords in the overall. So, Scorpios. Excuse me. Definitely should have made coffee this morning. Okay, Scorpios. For me, the Queen of Wands talks about our desire for independence, what we do to achieve our independence. My Queen of Wands is somebody who can have her own business. She can be an entrepreneur. Maybe you just have your own business on the side, but there's something that you are doing independently, something where you're not counting on a partner or a romantic partner, especially, or a business. You know, you're not counting on somebody else. You just show up and do what they want, and then they pay you when they feel like it type of situation. This is talking about a situation that you're doing just for yourself because you want to. Not that you're on somebody else's deadline or anything like that. Just doing something because you want to. And whatever this is that you're doing that's creative, that's probably outside the box, is actually bringing some healing to some heartache. So it could be that whatever you're doing is making loads of money today, and that's bringing some healing in a financial heartache area. Could be that what you're doing is very artistic, and so that is helping you to get grounded and bringing some healing in that way. Lots of ways this can actually come in, but we do see ourselves doing something more independently oriented today, and it feels good to do this. All right. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, you guys have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Now, this is a really interesting conversation. Nine of Wands conversing with the Three of Swords, and they're both in reverse. This tells me that you're healing up from some kind of heartache or heartbreak, and you're really surprised about that. So it could be that something that normally would tear and pull at your heart is happening today, or you're hearing about it today. And much to your own surprise, it's not bothering you at all. That's just, or at least it's bothering you a whole lot less than it used to. If you can hear the dog upstairs, I apologize. I hope it's not distracting you guys. Okay, let's look at Capricorn. So, Capricorn, Two of Wands. Two of Wands over or conversing with the Three of Swords in reverse. So, Capricorns, this is telling me that you have something that you could do today that would offer you some emotional relief. I'm going to say you have been having enough stuff go on in your life lately that you've been under some extra stress. All right. And with that extra stress, I think with this Two of Wands coming up, especially with that Three of Swords in reverse, you have some choices today about how you want to handle the day and what do you want to do that's going to be a little less stressful than usual. And so I think you've got the opportunity in front of you. You've got choices about more than one thing in front of you. You have options about what you can do to um, basically to do things that are not quite as stressful, to relax a little bit. Okay. And that's for, who is that? Capricorn. Next up, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, Hierophant showing up in reverse. Aquarius, pretty simple here. You are getting out of some type of contract or long-term commitment. Getting out of that, and that is bringing you some relief. That contract or commitment, that was weighing on you pretty heavy. Now that you're getting away from it, that is bringing you some relief emotionally, mentally, anxiety-wise. You're finding some relief as you come out of that old contract or commitment, or maybe it's not old. That long-term contract or commitment is what I should say. All right, let's look at Pisces. Two of Swords showing up in reverse. Pisces, you've got something going on where you're feeling some kind of heartache or heartbreak. Interesting. And I think that you're recovering from that, but you're really confused about how that's happening. How is that even possible? And I think you may even be feeling a little bit guilty about recovering from something, recovering from some kind of heartbreak or heartache. With this Two of Swords in reverse, that talks about confusion. So you're recovering from some heartache or heartbreak, but it's causing some confusion in you. You may be feeling guilty. For others of you, you don't even know how you even are managing to recover. You don't have that answer, but you're doing it. But you're doing it. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, if you could just get past that guilt about it, it would be even happier. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being with me here today. I do appreciate it. Remember, y'all are my sponsors, so if you don't mind, put a thumbs up on this video, share it with others, and put some feedback down below. I always love to hear you guys' feedback. It's fascinating, and I try to put a little heart whenever you guys do something like that. So if you could do that, that would be great. Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.